Elliot Marks. I'm with Audio Innovate. I'm the developer of the Innofader. And today I'm going to show you we have a new Innofader Pro 2, which is the successor to our Innofader Pro. And on the outside they look pretty similar, but there's some really basic but very important differences. The first one is the adapter boards we used to use in the original Innofader. They all are these long boards. We had to put the tubes over them to insulate them. We found from a lot of customers that a lot of them just they forgot to do it, or they shorted, like they put on their mixer, they shorted out. So we did a very simple thing, which is for every mixer you have just one connector. You see, like this one, you've got all these connectors. You have to figure out which one goes where. It's a little complicated, but here one end goes to the Innofader, this goes to your mixer. It's about as simple as you can get it. And the other thing we do is on each adapter we put a sticker which says what mixers it goes in. Now, it's not just a label that tells you what it goes with, but it also serves as an insulator. So this way you don't have to worry, like if this touches the mixer, it's not going to short out. So that's one thing we did to make it a lot easier for the customers. And now one other thing we did for the cut-in, I just did this as a little demo, but we actually made it so that it's a really, really precise cut-in. Like you only have to move like a fraction like this, and it'll cut in and out. It used to be with the Innofader Pro 2, there was like an overlap, like it would cut in and then it would cut out, cut in, then cut out. Like it would be like maybe like half a millimeter between the cut in and the cut out. But here, like on this one, you can do it, and if you hear from the audio, you just go, there's a little bit it's in, a little bit it's out. Just a little in, it's out. That's all you have to do. And so it's really precise. And the other thing we did to make it easier, we have the cut-in dial. It used to be a cut-in for both sides, and the curve. And now on the Innofader Pro 2, we have separate cuts for the left and right. And now what that does, there's two things. One is that, like if you're working with a rain mixer, we had a lot of issues. People with rain mixers, they could not get the left and rights the same, and it was a real pain. But here, if they're a little off, you can do a different one, like this one I have here, this one I have here. If they're a little off, it doesn't matter. You just tweak them for each side, so you don't have to try to balance and recalibrate. It makes the process much simpler. And so the other thing we do, I know there's a lot in this owner's manual. If you see, we have a whole list of all these things that you do to adjust things. From the rain calibration, we have what's called we have a response time adjustment. So, like for example, the Vestax, Rain, Pioneer, they all have different characteristics on the sound. So you can adjust it so, like the time where if the cut is really fast, 1.2 milliseconds, or you can make it really slow, 50 milliseconds. That would be like maybe 10 milliseconds would be like a Rain. Maybe a little more than that would be more like an Allen Heath mixer. So that's another little thing you can adjust. Basically what we do is, some people don't quite get this, but we explain how to do all the presets and all the single step presets and dial-in presets. Everything's explained in this section as a general explanation. This just says, these are the general steps you have to do. And then if you go to these pages, it says, okay, well, this is the setting you start with. So this is a specific dial setting. And so, I mean, I've been helping out people with this. We'll try to do some more videos that go into more detail on it. But basically, you can adjust, almost anything on that. We also have things like you can adjust forward, reverse. You can adjust the kind of curve. If you're really, really picky about the cut time, you can adjust like in fraction of a millimeter increments at a time. We also have, some of you probably know about the InnoAdjuster. We have different ways to use the InnoAdjuster. You could have a cut and curve dials, or basically, or you could have two cut-in dials. And the other thing is we also have like a factory default. Like if you're doing playing around with a lot of stuff, you can just reset it right off the bat. That's kind of an easy, quick way to get out of trouble. Yeah. All right. But anyways, I'm always available to answer questions. Planet DJ's been really helpful trying to get the word out and looking at our stuff and supporting us. So enjoy your Pro 2 and enjoy your cutting. It'll be a surprise for you if you haven't tried it yet, because it's just so precise and it's so accurate.